Hello, everyone. Alright, so we are back to the Flux campaign. And last time...
It's going to be an all in French now?
Uh-huh.
Well, technically, we're in English just with a French accent, so...
So, I have a very, very detailed summary of what happened last time. So, the summary is, Step 1, Sandworms. Step 2, Talking Russian Salamander. Step 3, Ancient White Dragon. Step 4, Prophet. So that's what happened last time.
I think that's the best synopsis of that episode I could come up with.
Which step was the question marks, though?
That'd be step 5, because I don't know what happened after.
That was about it.
Yeah, I think we're good.
No,
I think what is there a giant pile of money now in the library tavern?
Laverne?
Laverne.
Sure.
Alright. So, we are now going to go into Ma Campagne again. Ma Campagne. It just feels better saying it that way right now.
Sure.
And I am going to be the DM for tonight. And my name is Tony. And I normally play Puck, the skittish changeling sorcerer guy. And we are going to go do the roll call of who is here tonight.
Hey, my name is Charlie. I play Bardus, the Goliath barbarian who hasn't cuddled anyone recently, so I'm going to change that tonight.
Uh-oh. No threat?
With one of us or with somebody or one of the enemies?
Who
knows? Yeah, who knows?
Fair enough. I'm Greg. I'm Eric. I play Greg, the time-shifty wizard.
I'm Jackie. I play Silva, a gnome ranger with her beast companion, White Tiger Snowflake.
And
Dom, that's you.
I'm sorry, I'm just so used to this, like, in the list of other people, so I'm just used to being... Okay, sorry. I'm Dom. I play Norin, the elf cleric. He's going through some stuff, because he was some stuff, stuff.
Sorry, Dom, to make you more comfortable with the roll call, should we have sat and, talked around everybody else for a while and then let you go?
Yeah.
Okay. It's usually by the time we get to Sarah and
as Puck, I can also play Kizafixel, which would really much anger her very much. So now it's your turn. Okay.
It was when Eric introduced himself as Greg. I'm Greg, and I play Eric.
Yeah, I didn't get that far. I thought about it before.
That is very time shifty. All right, so we are going to begin today with pretty much everyone being rested, fully rested from last time, because I don't
need it.
I don't.
I needed it.
Yes. Where would you guys find yourselves in the world? I am putting currently the Theus and the Puck in a I'm putting mostly the Theus in a pile of money.
That's
just taking a bath in it.
That sounds like basically a long rest, by default for him.
He's long resting right now.
That's kind of what happened last episode.
Something bone handle.
So where would you guys like to have yourselves occupado? In Laverne or?
In Laverne?
Wait, it's in Laverne?
Maybe, all right, in the Laverne.
Wait, the tavern?
What?
The library tavern. Where are you guys?
I guess
let's
just be in a library tavern. That's fine.
Yeah, I kind of want to see if I can get one of our wonderful NPCs to poke at Laragos' spear and tell me just what the hell am I holding. But I being in Laverne sounds good too.
Pretty much, you pretty much he's like, it's a stick. You're talking to that Quaddle crazy guy. You somehow managed to find him, and all he just tells you is it's a stick.
Whoa, who Who are?
What kind of voice is that?
I'm gonna go now. Thanks for
He
that.
puts a piece of sod on his head and walks away. And tips it like a little hat.
You should probably water that.
Might rain soon. I'm not sure if it actually has ever rained on Flux that you've seen, by the way. But he believes it's going to happen.
Okay. Found you. I'll stagger in confusion back to the library bar.
All right. As you guys are in the bar, you'll notice that pretty much there is. Oh man, I need the NPCs. All the names. I just remembered Quaddle, the crazy guy, for some reason. But the bartender's there. Jamie.
The bartender girl.
Anybody who's looking for him, Anoran's passed out at the bar.
Nobody's looking for him.
Poke Anoran. Oh, I have to walk in there first.
Yeah. So, go ahead, do your poking. You'll find that Puck's in the bar, and you'll find that the alchemist is pretty much just chilling in the corner. I think, what's his name? Graphion would be also wandering the shelves.
He is wandering, I'm sure. I'll walk into the bar and walk up confused over to my compatriots and just found the strangest man. He put grass on his head. This place is getting more unstable. Or maybe we are.
Says, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he heard you.
Okanoran.
Roll to poke.
What am I rolling to poke?
I don't know. You have a spear.
Oh, okay. Well, then
You roll a dice.
The 25 to hit. Sleeping in Norin.
It. Yeah. Where am I? When am I? Did I forget yet?
Go warning.
Oh, that's not the word I would use.
Here, have one of your wines.
Okay.
Flag Jamie down for a wine.
She gets a wine and she hands it to you and says he's probably not going to need more than any of this. It looks like he's done for the day. And hand you it, but
he looks at the bottle and he kind of just like, oh.
Okay.
Are you guys quite done yet?
Who said that?
You can turn to your right, and at the end of the bar, you see Puck just standing, sitting on his chair, legs crossed, just arms crossed, looking at you. His eyes are pitch black. When I gave you the item that you needed, I wasn't expecting you guys to lollygagger. Lolly. What's the word you use? Lollygag.
Lollygag.
Oh, so
That was disgusting.
I'm quite glad the beast is gone.
Oh, in a way, I am too. But the memory will always be there.
But the memory remains. Is this like Ron Weasley with the slugs coming out of his mouth?
No, just at the moment.
Pretty much, he's just very anxiously tapping his feet. When I gave you these items, I was expecting you to, start.
I'm sorry we had a cosmic entity in my head and had to deal with that. Have you ever had a cosmic entity in your head, Mr. Dark Eye Cosmic Entity thing?
Well,
If the answer is yes, shut up.
no, I'm just letting you know. Not that there was a time that needs to be done, but by presenting all three of the four pieces of his phylactery in one spot, he'd know. He'd be able to start feeling where it is. And, I'm concerned. You guys don't seem to be at all displeased or disconcerted at all. And pretty much he's just like really jittery right now.
Well, we did just get sucked into some sort of a weird portal last time after you talked to us, so we haven't really had a chance to organize.
So we all had a long rest, right?
I think.
Well, yeah, your long rest was on the bar. So take that as you may. All right. Well, I'd say you don't have much longer. I'm gonna go now. And then all of a sudden now Puck's eyes just shift back to his normal eyes, and he's just like, what was that? And then you hear a scream in the distance.
Like, where do we hear a scream?
From the castle. That direction. And also you hear another scream down across the path. Pretty much across the way. You're starting to hear shouts from near the blacksmith shop. And now what's happening is at the very front of the tavern bar, you see a skeleton walking in.
Oh.
Like he's going to order a drink, or like he's going to murder people?
He starts going towards the alchemist and then starts swinging at him. And then,
before anything else, I'm going to hold out my holy symbol, speak a prayer, and do turn undead.
You have to tell me what that do.
It turns him.
Let's see.
Turns him into redead.
Essentially, if he fails a DC 18 wisdom save, he needs to move as far away from my character as possible.
That's it?
It's essentially
just like nuke everybody.
All right, so that one, pretty much. Where's your person?
I'm gonna move my person between it and the alchemist.
All right, and it's only that guy?
Yeah, each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, so each undead within 30 feet? That can see or hear you? Okay, so then that guy starts turning and moving back towards the door.
Okay, could you? Sorry, Tony. Could you repeat that? Because I was having actually some radio silence from you guys.
I was just confirming. So pretty much within 30 feet.
Yes.
Yeah. So pretty much then that one starts turning back and going towards the door. However, you hear a tiny little scream, and pretty much it goes quiet from the bookshelves.
Run to the bookshelves.
The little closet is lying on the ground right now, and I would say, Bardis, I'm gonna roll and see if I can hit you.
Okay.
Okay. That would be probably a plus two. I don't think a 7 hits.
No.
Yeah, that was a nat 1. So pretty much what happens is through the bookshelves, a hand grabs through and just completely whiffs in front of your face.
Can I grab the hand?
You can try.
I shall try to grab the hand back.
You can try to shake its hand.
What up, secret handshake? Hang out in this book library much?
If you roll well, I'll let you touch the hand.
Am I rolling athletics for a grapple?
Sure.
Hockey. I roll a 28 athletics.
What did you roll number-wise for that?
13.
13. You go to grab the hand, and your hand goes through the hand. And with that, you take 3 damage. As you notice, what is happening is that the hand is just entirely formed of wisps of shadow and darkness.
Oh, ow. Move away from the hand now.
Anyone else want to do anything?
So is he still within the library tavern, or did he go back a little?
Pretty much, he went into the library portion of the library tavern. And the skeleton is going towards the door. That's currently what you guys can see since you're still inside.
All right. Anoran's going to head to the threshold of the door and look at what's happening outside.
All right. So when you look outside, you see several. You see the skeleton that's now just going away from you on autopilot.
Yeah.
But you also see across the way at the. You can see the church, and you can see the blacksmith, and you can see the castle. Correct? From the tavern bar.
Sounds about right.
So pretty much what you see is at the church, you see essentially kind of like a pinging of light, as there are what look to be ghosts and spirits attacking it, but not getting through. You can see that there are many dead or pieces of skeletons and rotting corpses and whatnot layered around the ground of the blacksmith, as you see Manda and Lokar just destroying anything near them.
Oh, Lokar would be kicking ass. He's level 20.
And in a glimpse, you see a very, very large being wrapped in tattered wraps, which has essentially a lump with him. And he is towards the edge of your view, going away towards the end of Flux. And that was from the castle.
He was going away from the castle or towards the castle?
Away from the castle towards the edge of Flux.
Okay.
And the lump that's with him is fairly large, looking like a person.
Oh.
Okay, that's not good. Guys, you might wanna go outside. There's some crap going down, and there's a weird, creepy figure that's like I don't think he's up to any good. Anoran steps outside, with his sword drawn and shield out. I guess he's gonna try to get the wrapped figure's attention.
The wrapped figure continues to run, and since I have no idea of the geography of Flux,
To circle.
then leaps over the edge of Flux with the figure.
Oh.
Oh.
Meanwhile, you now have some of these skeletal and ghastly beings going towards you because they weren't near your original turn.
How many of them are within 30 feet of me?
I'm gonna roll a number for that.
Okay.
18.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Channel Divinity Radiance of Dawn.
Jeez.
Okay, basically they have to make a Constitution saving throw of 18, or they take 2d10 plus 16 damage.
All right. So what ends up happening is, pretty much that. Let's see, 2d10. How many d10?
2d10 plus 16.
Okay, so what you'll notice. One second, let me get these guys. That one's not.
I rolled if I have to roll for damage, I rolled 12 plus 16, which equals 28 radiant damage.
All right, so pretty much you see a lot of the ghastly figures wince a lot from that, but it's not quite enough to dissipate them. And the skeletons that are near you just shred and fall apart. There is one that's kind of shambling towards you still, that's all in tatters and whatnot. It has a whole bunch of wraps around it and whatnot. And did you guys want to roll initiative, or do you guys want to do something else?
I don't know. I guess if we're running in, maybe initiative is.
Well, do initiative.
Anything I do is too hard to do from here. So.
Well, all right. I'll give you guys initiative so we can start doing turns then. And since combat is all around you, movement I'm a bit more lax on, and what you guys can do I'm a bit more lax on. Okay?
Okay.
Because I'm trying to see if we could RP a little bit while battle, because you move 30 feet and destroy the skeleton. No. So, all right. So go ahead. Let's do initiative so we can at least take turns and actions and stuff.
Sure. I got a 20.
I 19.
21. Damn.
7.
All right. So, Bartis, what would you like to do?
All right. So I just touched a ghostly hand in the library, right? I didn't walk outside yet, so I'm going to continue to. Well, I'll call out. Who's everything? Who's screaming?
Pretty much right now, you see as you step out, you see, for some reason, you see Quaddle on the ground. That dirt plod did not really help him. You see, what's his name? Dirk? Gert? He's actually doing something for a change. I forgot his name. His name is, his name is Dirk. You see the guard trying to fend off some wrapped figure. Pretty much, you can see that it's got jaw hanging down, gangly teeth, and lots of little tatters hanging about it.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
aside from that, we don't have a huge population of Flux. I mean, Felicia's inside the bar. Kick-Ass is safely inside the church. Yeah, there's not a huge population here. You do see Lokar and Manda just decimating anything around them, though.
in the library?
Oh, no, across the way. You step to the entrance of the library bar? Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, then. That's what's happening outside. If you did that, you see that.
Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you said that they were screaming in the library. That's what I was thinking.
In the library, yeah, it was, well... frankly, as you're walking through the library, you see that Graphion is just completely shielded around him with a there's nothing getting to him. I'm not sure what he'll do. I'd let you do that if you want, but yeah.
So there's something attacking him, though, and he's just shielded?
He's shielded. There's nothing going at him just yet. There's nothing aside from the spirits that try to grab at you in the library.
Okay, well, I'll just do... So I'm gonna go run at the nearest thing and grab it.
All
Is
right.
that a tattered robed thing?
Yeah, sure. That would be outside, because that'd be about, 30 feet away from the door.
Okay.
Because you're not going to bother trying to grab the spirit in front of you after you've just whiffed it.
Yeah, no, that hurt. And I think I established that, so...
All right, so go ahead and do what you'd like to do.
Cool. I am going to just... He's 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a big battleground, right? Stuff's happening.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of smattering all around. A lot of dead things on the ground, though, after Anoran did what he did, and frankly, the ground in front of the blacksmith littered.
Okay, I'll rage. I'll just use bonus action rage, run up. And I want to try to grab... I said I hadn't grabbed anything lately. I'm going to try to grab this robed figure guy, or robed thing.
Okay.
Tattered robe. Alright, so... Damn, okay, well there goes that. Math is hard. 22 athletics to grapple.
I'm quite sure I can't make that. It's a strength, right? That's athletics?
Yes.
It got an 8. You grab it. How are you grabbing it? In what fashion? Like, are you like German suplexing it or what?
I mean, just going straight for like the throat grab.
All right. Make a will save then.
Oh well, that sucks.
Are you going from behind or in front?
I'm just let out a roar and charge at it. So.
All right.
Yes.
It'd be looking at you then. So then make a will save.
Okay. 12.
You just barely made it.
Wow.
Okay. So you're good.
That's going to be the story of all will saves.
All right, so pretty much you grab it by the throat and are perfectly fine with it. It is
a good description.
but it basically it glared at you, and then what happened was you just grab it and pick it up by the throat, and it's just almost like a skeleton, but it's got little bits of meat and tendon about it, but it's really just covered in lots of little tatters of wraps and whatnot.
I get one more attack, so can I shove it also? I'm going to make him prone.
Okay.
So another athletics. And, is it 9? And then I rolled a 10. So 25 athletics to then knock him prone, too.
Yeah, I can't even roll that high. It rolled the same number as before. 8. All right, so you knock it prone.
Yeah, I just grab it by the ground. Yeah, grab it by the throat and then just slam it down. Yeah, it's the ground.
All right.
It's me.
Go ahead and do damage if you want.
It typically doesn't.
Okay.
I can. I mean, I won't take away from hurting things.
Go ahead.
What am I doing? And just unarmed damage?
Unarmed. Well, unarmed plus your strength.
Unarmed is 6 damage. Hold on. 6 plus 3, right?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, 9. So 9.
Okay. All right, and then just as one bit, it's going to try and get you. Okay.
Sure.
That would be this. A 10 don't hit. Okay. So pretty much, so you've got this figure on the ground, and pretty much it's just trying to slash at you with its hands.
Feeble.
Yeah. Next is Greg. What you want to do?
I think I'm more interested in seeing because so Bardus went more deep into the library.
He ran out of the library, out the front, and then just attacked the first thing that he thought he could grab.
Okay, I want to see what. Oh no! Like the other guy ran off the edge. I want to go towards the edge, which I don't know if I can get there in time, or like within a move.
I'd say it'd be like this from the fellow creators of Flux would say like 90 feet seem reasonable, or further.
To the edge from the bar? Yeah, because I think the bar is kind of in the center. It might be bigger.
120
than that,
then?
Yeah, we'll call it 120 just in case.
120.
That's fine. So I guess if is there like skeletons and stuff like that all around, or?
Yeah, they're coming from pretty much any which way. There's coming from the alley, which just has the forgotten houses with the nightclub, dancer.
So dashing's not really going to be an option without taking a lot of opportunity attacks. Probably.
It's actually pretty
sparse.
It's sparse. Yeah, it's not like overwhelming like Resident Evil like mob.
Okay.
But they're just all over the place.
Okay. Then that's fine. Yeah, I guess I'll kind of try to just walk, and I want to try to follow. Actually, screw that. You know what I'm gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fly.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast fly on myself.
Just make sure you know that has a concentration now.
Yes, that has a concentration. Thank you. And then I am going to fly up. Because what does fly give me for movement speed? The target gains flying speed of 60 for the duration. Okay, so I'm just going to then... Okay, but it was an action to cast it, so then I'm going to... So I'm going to cast fly, and yeah, basically just try to fly towards the edge. So I'm going to kind of go up and out, so I want to try to be away from the monsters, too.
Mm-hmm.
But like kind of up and just 60 feet towards the edge.
Up and 60 feet towards the edge. So, would you say like, all right, so like you're at the edge 60 feet straight up then?
Well, I'm sure I didn't get to the edge yet.
Okay, then okay.
I'm not going to go 60 feet straight up. I'm going to kind of go up, like...
Oh,
I'm going to say I'm going to go
45.
up about, like, 15 feet off the ground just so that nothing can really hit me.
Okay.
But just keep going towards the edge.
Okay.
What have you.
All right.
I'll kind of go up at an angle enough so that I'm above things, but then I'll just kind of flatten out and keep going straight.
Okay. All right. So then you do that, and then as you do that, you have a decent perception, correct?
Passive perception? Or do you want me to roll for it? I mean, I guess I'd be looking to see what's going on.
It's not really trying to be stealthy. So, as you start going into the air, you notice behind you a figure following you.
Okay. Humanoid or otherwise?
It's got wispies. It's basically got black skeletal arms, but you can tell that there's no substance to them.
Okay.
And it's just looking like smoke falling off of it.
So it's just following me, though. There's not.
Yeah.
Really... Okay.
Yeah, it's like 10 feet behind you.
Okay.
And it's also in the air for you.
Okay. But it's not doing anything yet?
No, it wasn't able to catch you because you had moved and flew. And
okay.
So pretty much you got something right next to you. It's just something for you.
Okay.
Oh, wait. On its turn, it can... Oh, okay. So... Okay. This has a special ability, too. Okay, never mind. Pretty much, you'll notice that where Quaddle was, a specter comes up as well.
Okay. Wait,
but
me?
That's plenty far back, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's where Quaddle was.
Okay.
All right. And next would be Silva.
So I'm probably still in the tavern. So, are there any skeletons in there?
There's
at the moment.
No one announced it. You'll see one starting to come through the shelves, though, coming towards the bar.
Shelves.
Yeah, from the bookshelves, coming through them.
And you said the Quaza, is that Queequeg?
Yeah, the Queequeg.
He's on the ground in the library?
Yeah, if you could see that.
I'm going to go check on him.
All right, then you need to get... I'm going to have to try and hit you then. Let's see if I could hit you.
Hit me with what?
Because
with your best shot.
Yeah, his best shot.
The thing that knocked Queequeg down and tried to attack Bardus.
Virtual high
still in
five.
there?
Yes,
Bardus
I said it's going. Yeah, because he couldn't grapple it.
Yeah.
A 14 probably doesn't hit. A 14 probably doesn't hit. But you see essentially it being made of shadow that was trying to go towards the
you should tell
tavern
him that
part.
It's your armor class.
It is my armor. 14 is my armor class.
Oh, 14 is your armor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then you take 17 psychic damage.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Bardus should be afraid of that damage.
Oh no! Oh no!
And
No, not like these. Not like these.
not like
Oh
these.
no! One of these things doesn't have like a ring of like psychic resistance, does it? Because I want to rip that right off.
No. So you take the 17 psychic damage.
Okay.
Like that casual.
And as it hits you, you hear like screams within your head.
Ah.
Is that better or worse than screams outside your head?
Screams, panic, things like that.
I prefer ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream
Inside my
screaming.
mouth.
You see undulating ice cream in your
Oh.
mouth. In
I
my
don't like ice cream anymore.
just undulating.
Oh, God.
Dang.
My flavor.
All right.
I came here to check on him quickly, I guess.
He's unconscious but stable, Queequeg.
Okay.
But now you have essentially a being made of complete darkness looming over you.
So, like, is it like licorice flavored ice cream or?
Black licorice.
But it's moving.
Yeah,
Undulating.
and undulating.
It's
It's basically a whole bunch of undulating shadows.
Is that the word of the campaign, essentially?
Yeah, now it is.
I made it that, yeah.
It's gonna help quickly, but
Yeah, and I'm assuming that. By the way, Anoran, you shouted out the whole scene. Otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty sure Greg didn't know about that figure leaping over the edge.
Well, they
I
heard me.
assumed. Oh, yeah, I guess I shouldn't have assumed that, but
You guys heard.
no, he did say that he shouted out there was a figure that ran off the edge or whatever.
Okay.
Well, I think I said that there's some weird stuff going on with the weird person, and then I said a prayer, and there was an explosion. So I think they should have known something.
All right. Just then. Yeah. Okay.
I guess I kind of assumed at this point, if everybody's in a room, somebody shouts, "Hey, here's some details you need to know."
Yeah. Go ahead. Do it. RP it. I don't care. Do it real time. I'm just trying to get pseudo actions going. I'm not even really caring about the distance you guys move.
can I try shooting at it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, that is a nat 20
Is
for
it magical?
my bow. Yes,
Okay.
so 34.
That to hit?
Yeah.
God, yes.
What do you think Rangers do?
I will hunter's mark it.
You got to say that towards the
I
microphone.
will hunter's mark it. I was gonna say it again. Oh, and ones for my rolls. Do I get to double a one?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do what you do.
So 10 damage.
10 damage. Pretty much like what happens is as you do that, you shoot and the arrow parts literally a quarter of it out of the way. And so pretty much you just have a being with a left arm and what looked to be pseudo shadowy legs and missing the entire upper left part. Because you did exactly a quarter of its health.
Exactly 1/4 point.
1/4.
Okay, I'll shoot again. That's a 2 for a 16 to hit.
All right.
That hits.
Yep.
Better damage this time. 19?
All right. Now, as you do that, you knock out literally the bottom half of it. Now it's just a left arm.
Just a left arm.
I'm going to say, though, it essentially kind of wafts a bit, though. Okay. Pretty much you do enough such that it fades away because you've literally lost 3/4 of its body. So you successfully decorporate it, okay?
Why was it able to do damage to me when I entered just nearby it?
Yeah, because it was right by the shelves where it just knocked out Queequeg, and Bardis went to hit it and then left. And then so it's still there. It started moving towards you, and then you just went the rest of the way towards it.
Yeah.
So you just closed ground with it. But you knocked it out, and now you got a Queequeg on the ground. And you got a Graphion doing stuff.
Like, is he still researching even though all this is going on?
Charlie, what would Graphion do?
WWGD.
Yeah, WWGD. What would Greg do?
No, Graphion.
Graphion.
He is not at the mic at the moment.
Okay. I'll give him an action. And then real quick, what would you want Lokar to do if he has any, super stuff?
Oh,
Right.
Lokar would just be basically trying to knock out as many of the undead
Taking
as
ass
he
and
could.
kicking names.
You got anything to do big stuff?
I'm sure he
Like
has
help clear
really
area or
big
something?
stuff. I don't have it pulled up at the time.
Go ahead.
Pull them up.
Give me a second to pull him up.
In the meantime, so I kind of like let you guys do a little bit more RP. Pretty much, you got Greg. There's some chasing you right now, but Silva,
Grafion's back.
Graphion. What would Graphion do? He's not back.
Charlie.
Hello. Yep. Sorry. It's like right as I put my headphones back on. Hi. What am I doing? I was just trying to do something.
What would Graphion do?
What would Graphion do? He would attempt to get rid of the invaders by sending them back to whence they came.
He can do that.
You got something that more solid that can do that?
No. I don't have
is
a
there something
character sheet for him or anything.
No, like think of a spell.
Any spell?
Turn
From
undead.
whence you came.
All right, he does turn undead. Door.
Banish.
Oh,
All right,
Banish is a
so
good one.
I'll say, does he want to leave the library at all, or no?
No.
No, he doesn't.
He'll help defend the library.
All right. So what Graphion does is then I'll work with that. What Graphion does is then you see him take his circle that's surrounding him, and all of a sudden do some hand gestures and whisper, and then you see it just expand.
Hand job?
And yeah, he does the hand fing tutting.
Finger tutting. Oh, you've been listening to Dungeon Daddies again.
And then so he does that, and you see the little defensive sphere around him go, and it just expands outwards, and just as like another Alip is what it was called, start coming through the wall, you could see that this wall hits it and then just immediately banishes it. So pretty much he's just created a wall of banishment around the tavern bar.
Nice.
Nice. Best I got with like portal magic specialist, he would be able to send things back to the planes that they came from. Now, granted, this whatever may not.
Yeah.
Whatever. DM rules.
And it also wipes out the one that was about what's his name? The Quaddle guy. The Quaddle guy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much that one just that one came up from the other one, and it just gets wiped away.
All right, so if you want like a cool thing for Lokar to do,
sure.
He has a spell called Crusader's Mantle.
Mm-hmm.
Holy power radiates from you in an aura of a 30-foot radius, awakening boldness in friendly creatures. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. While in the aura, non-hostile creatures in the aura, including you, deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage with weapon attacks. So he's probably just walking around gathering people and just, trying to walk around and murder everything he can.
Yeah, and as he does that, what ends up happening is you see Bardis, your grip around the mummy. It's a mummy. You're grappling a mummy.
Okay.
Good job.
Is that Brendan Fraser the mummy, or
the jaw didn't come down that low? But
I've never seen the movie.
All of a sudden, your grip around the mummy's throat just starts singeing it, and it starts like wincing as you are just for some reason just having a whole bunch of sun burning energy coming out of your hand.
You're starting to look like the immortal Iron Fist.
All of a sudden, you have
slam them again and again and again.
And we'll have it that so as you're doing that, you effectively do take out the mummy. I want them to try, because mummy rod is such a fun thing to try. But, I don't think I can hit you. Oh, maybe does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So then so you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that should be fun. Well, there's my nat 20 for the night, so 28.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you do not get the mummy rot. And as you're smashing it over and over again, that one is dead.
Nice.
All right. Now, I do want to say, so aside from that, so Lokar is just rampaging the streets, and so pretty much what he is doing is he has defended the like gotten rid of most of the work around the blacksmith shop, and he's just making his way, just destroying every single thing that is on its way towards the which would he pick, the castle or the that poor district with all the strip club, dance club, whatever that was?
There's nobody in the port district, so
they're just a whole bunch of smattered of like skeletons and mummies.
At least knowing that we're getting closer to finishing the ritual, would try to get people gathered at the castle as like a point of attack or defense. And trying to gather everybody there so that it's just one point of it. And basically, he's trying to see this as defending the city.
Okay.
So if he thinks that's like, okay, they're all over the place, we need to form a central ground, he's going to make it the castle.
Okay.
And probably yelling at people to join him in the castle as, he's going.
All right. What would Greg like to do?
Wait. Oh, is it my turn?
Oh, wait, no. I think Anoran needs something to do now. Anoran, what do you want to do?
Hello. I'm just, is the floating guy still within, like, sight?
The what?
The guy that was floating with the lump next to him?
He wasn't floating. He was just a fairly large guy in tatters that had a lump with him, and he had leaped over the edge.
Like, into the abyss?
Into the abyss.
Can I go over and, like, look over the abyss?
You can, pretty much as you're running that way. Greg, you want to take care of the guy behind you?
Yeah, I mean, he probably, like, if it's back on his turn, he probably would just, throw out, wrong character sheet. Probably throw out some, magic missile? No, if he kind of sees that they may not be that big of a deal, he'd probably throw out a few scorching rays.
Go ahead then. Go ahead, roll those numbers. So as you're running towards the edge, you'll see Greg above you shooting out scorching rays as a figure of shadow is above you. By the way, this should have said that this is approaching the evening, like night-like thing.
Okay.
But too much chaos.
To hit.
Huh?
26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay. And that will be 4 damage.
Okay.
So that's 1 ray. Did that kill it or no?
No.
Okay. Throw another one. So 31 to hit. That's 7 damage.
Okay.
Is it dead?
No.
Okay. Another ray. Ooh, a 15 to hit.
That hits. I wish your numbers were flipped, like more damage and less hitting.
Yeah, I know. 4 damage.
All right, so pretty much what happens is as it's reaching towards you, you just knock out like a piece of its arm.
Okay.
And then I'll have it try and hit you. Okay?
Okay.
Where is it? That one. Does it? Oh, no, a 10 doesn't hit. Okay.
Yeah, the funny thing is Scorching Ray is nice, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, so no hit. By the way, so one thing I want to say is Graphion continues his finger tutting. And then you'll see that the wall that is surrounding the library bar is still growing. It's just not as exponentially as it's more logarithmically now. So it was very fast in the beginning, and now it's just starting to slow, but it's still growing at a fairly constant rate. And anything that's hitting that wall, pretty much that that mummy that was on the ground after Bardis had just smashed it to pieces. As it touches that wall, it just blinks out of existence. And now, so Anoran, you're running towards the edge. I was trying to. I went quickly to Greg to see if he could take care of the thing, but he's still got the problem.
Obviously, that didn't.
Obviously not. So, you get towards the edge, and what are you gonna do? Look over? Look out? What?
Look over and down to see where this guy went.
So you do not see the figure that had leaped over, but what you do see is effectively you see the ground, like kind of like the cliff face of the edge of Flux, and you just see skeletons and other things coming and climbing up the edge of Flux. And you also see through the mist that is below, or through the fog of the abyss, these shadow spirits coming up and just gliding through straight down.
So essentially, out of the ether, out of the void, out of the whatever the hell we're floating in, is just like this mass of spirits and skeletons.
Yes. And it's just all coming. And then what's happening is you're just seeing the skeletons just climbing up the cliff face of Flux that you could see into. And you see just spirits and whatnot, dark shadow spirits of many different forms and shapes just rising through the ether towards Flux.
Well, shit. Anoran, stands up, and is there? I just want to ask, since he does know that, is there any way you can sense or maybe insight or perception to see if you can find or at least feel if there's like a portal doing this, or is this just like where the source of these things are coming from?
I don't think Anoran, unless you know Anoran better than me, I don't think so. The portal magic mojo is Graphion, who is busy finger tutting, and Magnus had left the building.
Magnus had left the building.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to see about making my way towards Graphion, see if he has any idea about what's going on, because he seems to be like banishing all these things with.
All right. You feel free.
You saw.
Is there anyone like in the air above you that could possibly use your help?
Tell Greg what you saw.
Well, seeing as he was like running towards the edge, I don't think you would see Greg in the air unless you look.
No, he saw flashes of beams of light as he was shooting out the scorching ray at the shadow figure. So you saw Greg shooting this wraith.
Well, all right. I'm going to fire off a guiding bolt and then make my way towards Graphion up.
Okay. Please hit. Roll above a 13 AC.
Okay.
Roll 13 AC.
Roll above 13.
I'm going to cast it as a level 2.
Do it to it.
Does a...
Is it past 13?
17 hit.
17 hits. You hit with the guiding bolt. Now what's
20
it do
radiant
beyond
damage.
Wait, that doesn't happen.
that? This is clearly a dream.
20 radiant damage.
All right, so 20 radiant damage. Pretty much as that hits, it knocks out pretty much the lower half of this wraith. And so you just have...
Is it vulnerable to radiant damage?
Apparently not.
What the balls? I got ice dragon with
Well,
knife.
it's weird. It says it has sunlight sensitivity, but it doesn't have vulnerability to radiant. I'll let you... Yeah,
It was
that
like
makes no sense.
the ice dragon, or the frost from like before. Like, oh, you hit it with fire. Oh, but it's not vulnerable. Like, what?
That makes
You know
no
what?
sense.
I'll have it do more damage. So pretty much like it knocks out more. It knocks out, we'll say 3/4 of it.
Yay.
So you did that, and I believe what happens is it's cringing right now. I'll give it an initial disadvantage on anything because it's just
cringe related.
It's cringing because it's cringing and undulating.
Oh god.
Because it's a being of shadow, and I believe after guiding bolt, like it like kind of wraiths them in a little bit of radiance, doesn't that, to help with giving advantage on the next hit? Because guiding bolt lets you get with advantage. So after that, the next hit.
Yes.
So pretty much, you now have effectively a kind of like little screeching as a almost like just the upper half of your, like the shoulders up of this being in front of you, Greg, just wincing. Meanwhile, the finger toting wall grows.
Isn't he behind me?
He's behind you. He's in front of you because you're shooting him with scorching rays.
Oh, I assumed I was doing like the Iron Man thing where I like was flying forward, but I looked backwards and saw him and
Okay.
did like cool Iron Man beams, but they didn't do a lot of damage.
All right, yeah. So that's what is behind you then.
Okay.
All right. Silva, what would you like to do?
So I'm within Graphion's wall of banishment thing.
Yeah.
And how far out is it?
Let's just say it's like covering about like it's now covering up to the blacksmith shop. Like we'll say like it's covering the front of the castle and it's covering up to the blacksmith shop. So it's covered like that central circle. Square.
Circle square.
Circle
Star.
Star.
No, don't be throwing more shapes in there.
Triangle.
Pentagon. Octagon. It's a fight. It's fight ring.
Trapezoid. Parallelogram.
Icosahedron. All right. So anyway, yeah. So pretty much you're well within this.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I stay within. But I will, before leaving the library tavern, will kind of open Queequeg's mouth and put a good berry in.
All right.
My hit points.
Queequeg basically starts.
I'm not gonna heal him, but I'll give him a berry.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be mouth to mouth. I'm honest.
No.
Like that is a brave soul giving a quasit mouth to mouth. A little demon. Okay. Pretty much Queequeg gets up and rattles and is like just kind of like a cat right now, like and then goes to the shelves and runs into the shelves because I don't want to impersonate his voice.
Okay. And
but
then, yeah. Okay, so he's good.
He's clearly good now.
Okay. Glad my one hit point for him helped him. And then I will go out, and I'm guessing I see at least some of the stuff. What can't I see? I guess that's
pretty much what you see is Anoran has turned back. You now see a writhing figure in the sky that's shadow, but like surrounded in a little glimpse of light. You see Greg flying away. Manda's checking on the baby. Lokar is running towards the castle. And you see a wall expanding down the street towards the districts. And you just see blimps of light as things hit it and then just disappear.
Okay, so do I see anybody in imminent danger?
No, the population's fairly low. You don't see it.
or anybody. Okay, so if there's no more mobs inside, do I see anybody down like Queequeg was?
You see Dirk. He is fine. He's alive, but he's just on the ground in a semi like just a crouch position, just sitting down, just out of breath as he was just leaning against the wall. He's exhausted. You see Quaddle on the ground, face down, pile of dirt on his head still.
Does he seem okay?
He's not breathing.
Okay, I'll go to Quaddle. I don't know what you'll let me do. At least to either check him out based on what I've done so far.
You could do a medicine check.
Okay. A 18?
All right. He is not in this plane of existence anymore. He's in the world of no more.
It's like dead, or I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's more phantastical than that. Phantasmical.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I'll just kind of.
It was a short time ago, but you don't see any wounds on him.
Oh.
There's no wounds on him. He's just not breathing and not there anymore, not responding to anything.
Would you let me also try to give him a berry in his mouth?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll try that.
You can try.
I don't know what else to do. I guess
Yeah.
I have it.
So you pretty much shove a good berry in his mouth. You kind of do that, like trying to like move his mouth, like eat it. He's not responding.
Okay. I'll just keep an eye out and stop there then.
All right. All right, Norin, what do you want to do? You're still going towards this?
I'm going towards Graphion.
All right, you're going towards Graphion. Greg, are you still going towards the edge?
Would Anorin have said anything to Greg when he was going past?
Feel free to say if you would.
I don't think so. At least he just wants to get to Graphion because I don't think he would think it would help. He just wants to get to Graphion as soon as possible to, get further information if he can.
Mm. And then Greg, the figure behind you, as it's wincing, all of a sudden just bursts into light as Graphion's wall hits it.
Okay. So it seems like this wall is cleaning things up on the battlefield.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will fly probably towards the source of that, and especially if I see Anorin going away from the edge, because I'm assuming if I had to look down at some point, I would have seen Anorin by the edge.
Wait, which way are you going towards? The center of the wall, or the center of expanding wall, or center of the going
Sorry,
to the
I
edge?
haven't moved yet.
Okay.
But I'm saying if I knew Anorin was already kind of went to the edge and then started coming back.
Yeah.
Then I would think that there's no reason to go to the edge anymore.
Considering, all right, you saw that, considering the fact that you kind of just did like your flares towards the Wraith, and you kind of had a clear view of the edge as Norin ran towards it. You still, as you see the edge, you see skeletons climbing up over it and some spirits, but they're kind of mindlessly running into the wall, and it's kind of like a giant bug zapper.
Yeah, as long as the wall seems to be doing a good job, then I figure people are going to be regrouping probably at the center of that. So I'm going to start. I will head towards the wall.
Okay. All right. So I'll end initiative order as the wall continues to expand and is just effectively going until it reaches the edges of Flux. And pretty much you just see, just to give it a description, if you were to go towards the edge, any skeletons that are coming from this ether are just like hitting and just blipping away as they hit this. Now, pretty much what happens is it then shifts from a wall towards a sphere, and it's now just encapsulating Flux. And yeah, so pretty much beings are still trying to get in, but they are unable. So,
Good, back to the bar. No.
back to the bar. Just wait for this all to blow over. Back to the Winchester.
Oh dear. Well, Anoran runs up to Graphion and be like, do you have any idea what's going on?
Graphion, feel free.
To what? What?
Would
What do you want? I don't know what Graphion going to say. You're DMing.
Graphion would not know entirely. Basically, I'll hop in then. No, I don't. What was his voice like? No. This is exactly what we were stopping, and it's happening again. Even though Flux is a shell, I've finished my spell of banishment around this piece of Flux, but I don't know where they're coming from.
I'll do.
Or what's causing this. I'm probably not as crazy or as whatnot as Graphion should be, being on a bug planet for I don't know how long, but yeah.
Yeah, typically a little frantic, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. What the hell happened to me, by the way, Bardis?
Pretty much you can see the wall of skeletons. Well, you saw the wall of skeletons just walking into the expanding ring at the time. Pretty much you're still in the streets. You could do what you'd like.
Just start throwing them. If I see like that's happening, I just like try to like pick up skeleton, grab skeletons, and throw them at the wall.
Mm-hmm. Sorry if I lost the initial order there, but yeah, pretty much you were able to pretty much just chokeslam. I think also. Do you think that he would have gone into the district at all?
I mean, he would, as raged with like the desire to protect. For the most part, like he pretty much just look at whatever was nearest, and then if somebody was being directly threatened, kind of thing. That's really like the only criteria I'd go with.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. No, there were no creatures that you know of within outside the center square. So pretty much Bardis was able to have fun until he got to the edge of Flux.
Yeah, he doesn't jump off.
Would you want to jump off?
After tentacles? Yeah, but right now, no.
Okay. You see that, there was that wall expanding from the tavern bar. Would Lokar like call like a team meeting or something?
Probably. That definitely sounds like something Lokar would do.
All right.
Like, as soon as he got people gathered around, he'd probably try to regroup and figure out what was going on.
Okay. All right. Bardis, would you like to stay at the edge of Flux and just watch these spirits and skeletons just come from the ether and just bug zap into this nothingness? Or would you? What would you do next?
Do they make those crackling noises too?
It's kind of like a weird, just like white only fireworks. You know, like the ones that like the really loud ones that set off your car alarms, but not that loud.
The ones that
just the really bright ones, like
pointless.
Hate them.
Those are the worst fireworks.
They're not fireworks. Yeah,
they don't do anything. They have like a pop of yellow
too much.
Yeah.
So you just see a whole bunch of those, just like poof, 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 at the edge of Flux, but it kind of hurts your eyes after a while.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. I'll do the then. As I stare at that for a little bit, rage will subside since I'm not directly harming anything. I guess my eyesight's being harmed, but that probably doesn't count. So we'll just slowly come off the rage and look around, and there's nobody screaming, nothing else happening.
No, it's just very quiet.
And attempt to regroup with friends, which I will naturally assume is somewhere in the squared circle.
Yeah. Inside the squared circle, you will find Lokar, Dirk, Graphion, Jamie, Kickass, all the NPCs except for a Quaddle, which is on the ground. You will find Kizaflixel, but she's in a weird state. Like, just not responsive. It basically just there because I'm not sure what person. She'd probably Flick. Just really antsy, jittery, not really trying to do much in terms of like, let's make an offensive plan or something. Puck is there. Snowflake is out of the thing or no?
For now, yes.
Snowflake would be if Silva's there.
Yeah.
No Queequeg. And that's all you notice, aside from others that are here currently. Who wants to do a head count?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Out for people.
Someone roll the highest intelligence.
Yeah, I'm out.
One.
What? I
can
roll.
1, 2.
18.
Just an intelligence?
Intelligence check.
6. I rolled in that one.
What? What?
So Silva noticed. Well, I get okay. Anorn?
19.
19. Bardis, you have a chance of beating Greg in an intelligence check.
Bardis went BRB.
Oh, okay. What was your check, Silva?
18.
18. All right, so both Anorn and Silva. Where's Theus? Puck notices this as well.
Is he still sleeping in his pile of money?
Where was he?
He was in the library tavern, I think, on his pile of money.
Oh, he was in the tavern?
He's in the castle on a pile of money.
Oh, was it the castle?
Mm-hmm.
In the castle with a pile of money.
Okay, so did we go look at the castle at the pile?
You guys can go run to the castle, and you go to Theos's room, which you'll notice that the door has been broken in.
Oh.
And you see all the money, and you'll see it dragged out into the hall as well.
He's holding on to it as he was being dragged off. No! Like clawing it. Okay.
Yes.
So there's money, like, as a trail, kind of.
Money as a trail just going out, like... But the thing is, it only goes so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, the door has been broken into. You see gold pieces all within the room, but you see them just scattered about going out the door as well.
Mm-hmm. Depending on the layout of the castle, I would have came back and told everybody else this.
All right. Go ahead, RP. What would you guys react?
Because we know Noran's not there, and then there.
No, she came back giving the story of what she found when she went to investigate Theus'.
It's broken into, guys. Theus isn't there, and there's actually money, like, and he's not with it.
So where is Theus?
Missing?
I don't think Silva had seen
How do you know
The guy
his
with the
room
knife.
was broken into?
the doors broken.
From the inside or outside?
From the outside in. It's like broken in half.
Oh.
But we also don't know where he is. I don't have.
You can feel free to narrate both Greg and Lokar. I won't know.
Silva will take like
I'm not
a
narrating,
handful
Lokar.
of coins and like jingle them to this.
Yeah, you'll notice that I'll have it such that Thales can feel it wherever he is, but the cat does not come to the jingle. That does not come to the catnip.
Guys, there's a problem. He didn't come to the money.
Okay, so we have a bunch of undead that are trying to swarm the place. We also have Theus's money is gone, and we don't know where Theus is.
Well, his money's there. It's just that he's gone.
Oh, that's right. They broke in and took Theus. Oh, well, didn't he have all the gems?
What gems?
He had
Blood gems?
the things that he kept taking from places, like the belt, the one that we had to sign the contract for.
Yes.
Look around his room. Well, no, they were on his person.
They would have been on him.
I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, he would not. If there was sparkly and shiny, he would not have left them, like.
Was there a trail of gold that could lead us in a direction?
It only leads to like so far.
Oh, okay.
Probably still within the castle, even. Doubt it.
Well, I guess we should at some point go check out what the source of this where all these skeletons and things are coming from.
Graphion said it was what they were trying to avoid before the invasion, that the Flux, the original spell, was supposed to at least avoid. So he said they're coming again for this small piece of Flux.
Well, and didn't that guy that gave us the contract, didn't he say that that we would find the whatever the thing is that we're looking for, the final piece that we need, at the end, or at the end of Flux?
Do you think you mean in a like on the edge of Flux, or like literally when it comes time for Flux to meet its maker?
I don't know. If we can get Narak here, maybe we can ask her if she feels anything from the bottom side of Flux. Because if all these things are coming up the sides of Flux, then maybe it's at the bottom or something. Maybe it's literally the end of Flux, like at the very tip.
Is there something below even the summoning chamber? Or the ritual chamber?
Floating on something. There's something here.
Yes, I suppose we would have to go to the summoning. I apologize, the ritual chamber, and see if we can find anything there.
Well, I would think let's check with Narak first. Narak should be around here somewhere.
So, you'll see actually a glimmer of light, just hanging from a tree in front of the castle.
I guess head over to that gleam of light.
Are they gone? You hear from the tree, and if you look into it, you see a small little monkey in the tree, because that's apparently what 16 is.
Yeah, we have. I don't know where it's all going.
It's awesome. Narak?
They're gone?
So far, it looks like we have something that that is up. That's stopping our the spread from coming up here.
Okay.
So I'm curious if you can feel where they're coming from.
Well, I felt them earlier. I can't feel them now, but just from under Flux. Like I felt them. I felt the skeletons and the spirits going through Flux. Well, the spirits going through Flux, and the skeletons just landing on the bottom of Flux.
And Honoran, didn't you say you saw something running to the edge of Flux?
One of the figures, it was wrapped and tattered with something floating behind him. He, or it, made its way to the edge and just jumped off.
So what happens if any of us jumps off the edge?
I don't know. I'm Flux. I don't go outside of Flux. I can't tell you.
Us jump off Flux?
I mean, if something else was able to do it, I mean, I have the ability to fly. I can go check and see if there's anything down there. I mean, I can make a couple of us fly. I can make somebody else fly, for all that matter.
Oh yeah, fly! I forgot about that.
I volunteer as tribute.
I mean, you're probably one of the more armored of us that could go down there and take a look in case something happens.
Alright. We need to get to the bottom of this, literally.
Or, hold on, let me look in my spell book.
Just carry that around with you.
Yeah, you always carry your spell book.
Flux, Narak is just like peeking over your shoulder, like,
Okay, so the arcane eye is a magical eye within range that hovers in the air for the duration, but I don't know if it can like fly.
I believe it does fly, but
Can't you move it?
yeah,
Yeah, I can move it.
God, it would get you nauseated if it rolled.
Roll.
I mean, it says it hovers. So I guess I assume that it
Hovers. Can move up to 30 feet in any direction. That's it? 30 feet? What was the one that you used to scout?
Yeah, I used it. Yeah, but I just did it 30 feet at a time. Like,
But the range is 30 feet.
No, so the range to cast it is 30 feet.
Oh, there's no limit to how far away it can move.
You
Okay.
mentally receive visual information from the eye, which has normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet. The eye can look in every direction. As an action, you can move the eye up to 30 feet in any direction. So I guess that includes up? I don't know.
Okay.
There is no limit to how far away from the eye you can.
Okay. Yeah, so you could use that.
I could actually technically just give me, like half an hour, and I could go scout it out with the eye.
No objections here.
And that way nobody has to risk flying down there and getting their butts kicked.
Sounds like a good plan, Greg.
Okay, so I'm going to use the arcane eye and basically just take a little bit of time to fly it over the edge and look down there.
Okay. So what you see is you're going over the edge of Flux, and you can see that it's kind of like a cliff face, kind of like a wedge piece, with everything floating on it. Pretty much you can see that it kind of narrows down to a point.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're going down, you see these effectively like magnesium flashes of light constantly as you're going towards the barrier.
Okay.
Once you pass through the barrier, it's kind of horrifying because you see essentially skeletons and all that just flying through the eye. Is it physical?
It says it's invisible.
It's invisible, but I can't tell if it's solid. Then it's magical. I just want to make sure you don't get smacked by a skeleton that's hidden the thing.
Well, I would make sure that I fly it out. Like, I'm going to assume it can fly in a way.
Okay.
And
Like
I'm gonna
the-
make it so it stays out enough that like it doesn't accidentally get hit by
Like
anything.
you're remote controlling it?
Yeah.
So
I'm remote controlling it from my mind.
yeah. So
But,
what you see then is pretty much you just see essentially like kind of like a weird inverted waterfall of bodies and skeletons just
pouring up.
pouring into hitting the bottom of Flux, and you see a bunch of spirits just trying to rise up. Some of them are getting a little smarter and not running straight into it, but going around and trying to surround Flux.
Like they're trying to find an opening.
Yeah.
Okay.
The skeletons don't really have an option. They're just smacking
This
it.
makes me think of that scene in the end of Infinity War where they're just smacking the barrier as hard as they can, hoping to break it open.
Yeah. But the spirits, they're a bit wiser and they're trying to search around, but they're not finding any purchase anywhere.
Okay. But so then where is that all coming?
It's coming from as far as you can see, just the abyss. You keep going down and following this flow, but at some point you just can't see because it's darkness. It's coming out from there, and you do have dark vision, but that doesn't help in pitch black, like nothingness. There's nothing to see except pouring of bodies and spirits going towards Flux. Because by the time you reach the hour duration that you can concentrate up to, that's all you can see. It's a big distance.
Okay.
Can Sova cautiously go to the edge and like throw a stick?
You probably don't want to do that. Really. I mean, I guess you could throw a stick.
She won't go through the barrier, but as far as you can, and see what happens to the stick.
I'm gonna roll just to see. You can roll d20.
Okay. She'd probably try to follow if it's invisible. She'd probably try to follow Greg's eye, but if it's visible, maybe.
Yeah, you wouldn't see it.
Yeah, but then like just pick up a stick and throw it. See what happens. What am I rolling?
A d20. Right. 16. All right. What is this? Yeah. So the stick, as far as you can see, goes down and like bounces back up fairly directly, and then just falls again. What had happened was the stick had fallen and hit one of the skeletons in the face. But the momentum that the skeleton had bounced it back up.
Would I have been able to see that? See the skeleton?
No, because you basically all you saw was the white flash right where the skeleton landed, which was right where the stick went.
Okay. So it was like mesmerized. She doesn't want to like venture in or anything, but she's whoa. It should hold it up, guys. It came back.
Yeah, and then what you notice is that actually the stick will come back up and just land right where you dropped it, kind of like that, just weird. So pretty much like you dropped the stick, it bounced right back up and to the exact same height that you dropped it.
Cautiously in awe about it.
So, Bardis and Orin?
So does Greg describe what he sees?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll recount all of that.
Please do.
Probably as it's happening, because I think all it does is take in my vision.
Yeah. So what I had said, hopefully Greg said that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys think we should? Do we have everything to complete the ritual? Because it feels like we should, like, complete the ritual to,
Well,
do whatever the ritual was supposed to do to save the world from this.
Well, Graphion comes up and says, "Well, we no, we don't. We don't have all the relics. there's my piece, which is the sword, I believe. My component that I had contributed to the ritual. There's the was previously a bone handle, now it's an antler. There's also, I believe it was a encrusted a crown or a staff. I cannot recall. And then there was a fairly large gem that the final wizard, what's his name? Liazi. I'm Graphion. Then there was those two really creepy guys. Zale was one. The Lich. That's got to be his. This has got to be him.
Vaskar? Does it start with a V?
Oh, Vespar. That's him. That's him. He was an ass.
Indeed.
Anyway. Yeah, Vespar and Zale. Those guys didn't. Oh, wait. There was also another one.
Kara.
She was really pretty. Sorry, I was alone in a desert for a while.
Wow.
Sorry.
Huh.
This is what I get. What happens if I get to DM another person's wizard?
Fine. Not judging.
But yeah, there was Kara, and then those two. Zale though was the Lich, and he was providing us actually with reinforcements of. He was holding off the demon army and the skeleton, like all the undead and demons and whatnot. They're attacking us with his own army. And he was the one that was helping us do this ritual as well. But I just noticed this wave. It doesn't have demons. It doesn't have the fiends and the devils, and it's just undead.
What does that mean?
So perhaps it means that the Lich is the only one.
Let's just say I'd give Bardis and Greg and Silva intelligence check for remembering.
That went so well last time.
7 intelligence.
Oh,
There's an R word. 17?
Yep.
And Greg?
17.
Ruse was it just popped in your mind in the voice of Magnus. It was all a ruse. Pretty much, did you guys want to say anything like that or no? Or just you remember that Magnus, the fiend that you signed the contract to, had mentioned that it was all a ruse, that it was just a ploy to essentially get means of power. And ultimately, they had made a deal with Zale such that they would join with Zale and attack any world and whatnot until it fell, to give Zale power, and frankly it gave them power as well. But as Magnus said, their time is up, or their deal is over. They're trying to reap the reward of building up Zale.
Okay. So is this somebody that? So this is the guy we have to defeat from the contract, right?
You guys talk amongst you. I don't think Graphian was there.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, because he mentioned that the guy we need to defeat's at the end of Flux. And that must be Zale if they're saying that it's some sort of a powerful person here. I pull out the dagger and saying, "This is what we need to trap his soul into."
So we head towards the end of Flux.
Well, metaphorically, the end of Flux was when they tried to do the ritual and shatter the world. So, you would think? Do you think maybe he's in the ritual chamber, or?
I suppose we can check the ritual chamber. We haven't been down there yet.
All right. So,
Honorin, you go first.
I shall. I guess we start heading down towards the ritual chamber with Honorin taking the lead.
Go ahead. Nirak will follow, and so will Graphian. Where'd Liza be? Is she around?
I think I'm kind of thinking Eliza just pops in every so often because we haven't really used her lately.
Okay. So Graphian's the only original wizard from this mix that's here, correct?
Yeah.
Kara is not around at all, right?
Kara did.
Kara just a spirit and a sword now, or dead? I can't remember. Yeah, so Graphian is following you, Nirak, everyone that's of the main party plus powerful wizards and main. Yeah.
Okay.
When you get to the ritual chamber, though, which is now the upper level or the main level of the castle,
It's
right?
whatever. I think I said we moved it up, but then people kept using it
There's
down. So it's
no
still
one
down.
there. No one there. It's just all set.
We're just missing the one item.
You're just missing the one item, which I'm not sure how they were laid. I think Graphian just remembers pretty much like the sword, his sword here and laid about, and it's been a while. But yeah, each wizard had their item, and we're doing the spell. But yeah, it's lacking an item, and there's no one here.
So this isn't the end then.
What was it he said?
Who said? Who said that?
Who
The
said the end?
the guy that we were with, he said that we'd find that the guy we needed to kill closer than we thought, and we'd find him at the end of Flux. Is that Tony trying to remind me of what?
Well, yeah, it's Tony trying to remind you through Graphian.
Well, but isn't that what he said? Like,
Yeah.
as far as Eric remembers, and
Yeah.
as far as I mean, Greg just had the conversation like a day ago.
Well, if it was that, then do you think he just meant literally?
I mean, we'd have to jump down, I guess, to figure out. I can't really cast fly on enough people to get down there. So we'd be risking it.
I can fly myself.
Okay. I mean, how many people would I need to cast fly on to get down there?
How many is in this party? Plus anyone else you want to bring with?
Because the most I can do is 5. Sorry, plus 5, so I can do 6.
That many? Plus, yeah. How long can you fly?
For 10 minutes.
How long was your eye moving?
I guess I figured it was probably about half an hour. Well, no, maybe not.
The eye moves for an hour. So you'll fly for 10 minutes and then fall for the rest.
Well, no, but I mean, the eye lasts for an hour, but it also moves at 30 feet. So however long it took me to go from basically where I cast it to around the platform.
Let's see. So 30 feet per 6 seconds for an hour.
Uh-huh.
Doing math now. Fun.
Well, okay, but I didn't like tour the island for an hour. I figure I probably went over the edge, tried to go see what was at the end. I don't know how long that would have taken.
So it'd move around, unless I did it wrong. Yeah, so
You figure it was probably 4. Ooh.
pretty much I let Greg realize that if the eye was moving for that long, for that far, you're gonna run out of fly before
Okay,
you're done.
Tony, go back. I didn't run it for an hour. I ran it like over the edge, right?
Mhm.
And then down to wherever the source of all these things was coming out of.
Mhm.
And then probably tried to figure out what was kind of at the bottom. But if it started going down too far, I probably would have just cleared it then. So at 30 feet a second, it's or 30 feet per 6 seconds, it would take me, let's say, half a minute to get to the edge of Flux.
All right, letting you know as DM that fly will run out before you reach this other.
This is your way of basically saying don't fly.
I'm saying fly is not worth it.
Okay.
I tried to essentially say the arcane eye duration wise could have lasts up to an hour. If you played with it as long as you wanted, like, you would not reach the end. It would be longer.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's far.
Okay.
It's an abyss, effectively.
So, I guess we need to jump. And we need to have a leap of faith. That's it.
Did you say leap of faith?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Done.
Oh no, the stick came right back.
You guys notice that, Anoran's kind of running off.
Silva, do an intelligence check real quick.
You know that it likes to play fetch.
Yeah, Flux plays fast.
She's pretty naive. 11.
Yeah, well, you just still find it kind of odd that the stick came right back to the level that you tossed it.
So it's up to Anoran if he wants to. Do we think it's worth jumping?
Have we not already all jumped?
Okay, so
we turn
jumping?
Anoran's gone, and
Anoran
he's at the
is
edge about to YOLO.
You, as soon as you say leap of faith,
Anoran
Greg,
starts walking out.
if you looked out, like just looked up, like trying to talk to everyone else, you'll notice head count again. Where's Anoran? Anoran's gone.
I imagine it's like any moment in anime where they're looking for a character and then there's just like a dotted outline of the character where the character used to be.
Yes.
So
I just figured we look out the window and Anoran's at the edge, and he's just about to
I
jump.
also wish to ask anybody who's more more learned in the lingo of the young people. If I jumped off the edge, would that be YOLO or yeet?
That would be YOLO.
I think it would be you actually, like, you'd yell YOLO, but also you would be yeeting yourself.
No. You can't be yeeted unless somebody's doing it to you.
Oh.
Like if let's say, for example, Kizaflixa was there and was chucking Puck off the edge, that would be a yeet.
Oh God.
I don't know what a yeet is.
All right. I'm gonna roll freaking D20. If it's above an 18.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna roll it in the chat. If it's above a 15,
because it said 18.
18. Fine. Above 18, Kizaflixel actually did that. I'm gonna roll it in the chat. Kizaflixel heard off the edge, and then basically, let's see. All right, Puck managed to hide. He immediately looked for the eyes and hid.
Puck's not the test subject.
Mm-hmm.
So Puck hid.
So we established there's no yeets, only YOLOs.
Yes.
Correct. If you're gonna jump yourself off the edge, you yell out YOLO as you go over the edge.
YOLO.
Okay.
Especially in the fact that we don't know what's gonna happen. It is definitely a YOLO.
All right, so Anoran has YOLO'd.
Boss.
Is there any roll athletics? Like, do you want to do anything like swan dive, or is it really just like a crazy wildy coyote thing where you keep running forward, but then you look down and then you fall? What do you want to do?
I just take a jump and try to keep my legs beneath me, I guess.
Okay. Anoran has done so. Now, Graphion was like, did you guys want to make sure you had stuff or do anything before you do that?
No.
He's talking to the people that have not YOLO'd. Like supplies or...
They have not YOLO'd. That means they are weak and
this is not how we usually operate. Usually we have our supplies on us because we never know where we're going.
I mean, that guy just woke up from the bar. I'm not even sure if he had armor.
Yeah, well, that's an Orin for you.
Maybe we should bring his armor with him.
Well, Nora never would have taken it off. He would have just gone straight to the bar and just would have slept.
Okay. Okay. Basically, Graphion's just shrugging like that just happened.
I love the Sandlot animation or Charlie just put into chat.
In our Discord upcoming teasers.
Yeah, in the upcoming teasers.
I just imagine him doing like the backwards, like kiss wave kind of thing, and then
he yells out cannonball and jump over the edge of.
Yeah, all right, killing me, Smalls.
Yeah. Yeah. So that just happened. Anoran has leaped over the edge, done a sweet kiss to Flux, or actually wherever he wanted to do, and yeah, he's over.
I watched that happen, and look at Silva. So, like a stick.
We'll have to see what happens.
I'll watch. Does he come back?
No, he does not come back.
Oh.
Not like stick.
Not like stick.
Not like stick.
That's not snowflake.
I guess are we all just jumping?
All of a sudden, you see Kizaflixel has found Puck and now threw Puck over.
Okay. It's always good.
And Puck is screaming. I hope Sarah enjoys that.
I guess I'm going over the edge then, very reluctantly, like definitely looking over the edge and doing this is a bad idea.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna turn and do like a cross my arms, hold my staff, and jump off the edge.
All right.
I'll ask Graphion. You joining us?
I think I need to be here to hold up. I got old bones. I think I need to be here and hold up the sphere that's currently protecting Flux, unless you want to not have that.
No, that's pretty good. All right, you can stay.
Thank you.
Permission granted.
Merrick, anything you got for us?
Let's see. Did you guys have? Did they leap over already? I don't know. The items, like, do you need anything? I don't know. Like, maybe. I don't know. Here, she puts her hands together and just starts.
I don't like that sound.
Doing that, like, kind of like making rubbing with her hands,
that
and then all of a sudden,
is very uncomfortable.
We do our own side effects, guys.
A little bead about the size of a good berry
Ooh. Someone's gonna eat it. No.
Don't save this for when you really need it. This should be strong enough to bring someone back if they fail.
Back to Flux?
Oh god. That can't be good.
Well, thank you. It'll be helpful. Hopefully we won't need it.
No, not back to Flux.
No.
I don't know how, but I heard that. I think I heard he said that as he passed. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So take good care of that. Use it when you need it. Okay.
Hopefully we won't need
I
to.
hope you don't.
Yeah. All right, Snowflake. I'll get Snowflake into the necklace,
All right.
and then follow everybody else.
You just take a step off, all right.
Yeah.
All right. And then after that, yeah, so what happens is you guys are now falling, and you see effectively getting your running start. You see exactly what the arcane eye saw. You see the shape, the wedge piece of Flux, and the sphere around it as you guys look down. I don't think Anoran does, because I think he's just staring forward, just intensely at the darkness, just going. But everyone else will see the floating shard of Flux in getting darker and darker and fading as we go into our next session.
I would like to be said that I'm just flipping off the darkness at this point.
Yeah, fine. He's like, two middle fingers straight in front of him, flicking off the darkness.
Looking off the dark.
Okay.
Dive.
Notice that he's going into the darkness, not afraid, by the way.
I don't think he understands it's the darkness right now.
Or he's singing worse.
Oh, that's fair.
All right. So, that's where we'll end tonight.
Wait, the cliffhanger.
With the cliffhanger, yeah.
It's not, since we literally leapt off the cliff.
Yeah.
So cliff. We're falling. We're falling.
Okay.
Is there a space wheel?
Oh my god. Yeah.
So, who wants to do
Tony
socials?
finish.
Who wants to do socials? Because I don't social.
It's fine. infinitysingaming.com, Left Hand Pain, all there. Instagram, Twitter, Discord, which we hang out on like all day because we're all nerds that have desk jobs for the most part. Well, at least Charlie and I do. Tony pops in occasionally, and Norin comes in, or Dom comes in occasionally and just says things and leaves. Freak everybody out.
That's a pretty decent summary, actually.
Yeah.
At least the last part.
So, come on, talk about D&D, nerd, games, whatever. Otherwise, like I said, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Late,
Facebook.
Retired.
The Facebook.
It's holiday.
Otherwise, hope you enjoyed the episode. I would
All
say
right.
leave comments and likes, I guess, but I'm hoping I get those. I haven't gotten one yet, so when I get one,
No one
we'll
likes
see.
us.
Let us know.
Hey, don't say that.
Let us know
If
you're
they're listening now, I think they like us.
I like us. Does that
At least
count?
we have good self-awareness. That's what's really important in the podcasting game is self-awareness.
Yeah, no judging, man. So just because I like my own comments doesn't mean that I have no fun.
Oh, that's fair.
All right. I believe this is good night.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.